Tourism, a crowdfunding project for the promotion of Greece as a holiday destination, has been collecting funds for its Greek-American project and will continue until the first week of March. Using loudsource.com as its crowdfunding platform, individuals from around the world are called upon to donate a small amount of money to help put up a billboard in New York City inviting Americans to come to Greece. The targeted sum is $15,000 minimum, and the billboard will be on display for 30 days, starting in mid-March and running until mid-April. The project is a private initiative run on a voluntary basis by all participants. The creators of the idea are Yorgos Klivokiotis, Onik Palandian, and Stathis Kaikalis. The aim of the project is twofold. First, to set up the billboard, but also to create positive word of mouth for Greece's tourism. Overall, the main objective for the Up Greek Tourism campaign is to promote Greek tourism abroad in two ways. Directly through the outdoor advertising campaign, and indirectly through word of mouth created through traditional and social media, which will reproduce the campaign. And I will now be speaking with Yorgos Klivokiotis, one of the Up Tourism's leading members. Since 2005, Yorgos lives outside of Greece, but his heart still beats in Athens. When in 2009 his Facebook event Save Greece, Travel to Greece this summer, reached over 170,000 users, he realized that there are many easy ways to motivate people. Good afternoon, Yorgo.
Kalispera, hi.
Kalispera. Thank you for joining us on Athens for Real. So tell us a little bit more about the Up Greek Tourism campaign. First of all, where are you right now?
I am in Dubai.
All right.
I live in Dubai for the past 6 years.
Okay, so how did this project come about to raise awareness and attention about Greek tourism in New York from a Greek in Dubai?
Well, we decided that tourism is a way to improve the Greek economy, is the low-hanging fruit for Greece. Then, when we started a Facebook page 2 years ago, for which we were, by coincidence, interviewed again from your radio station, that Facebook page traveled to 180,000 people, I think. So that proved how an interesting concept can be picked up by individuals and travel at zero cost through social media. In the meantime, in the last 2 years, there's been a lot of crowdfunding campaigns that allow people to fund the project they believe in. So we combined all this together and came up with this idea. We focused in New York because we think that's the center of the world in symbolic ways. Also, the platform we chose, which was LoudSauce, is based in California, and it was easy from a legal perspective and to manage the media placement for the project to happen in New York. Also, most of the Greek Americans, or a large percentage of Greek Americans, are based in New York, and also it's the only place from the U.S. that has a direct flight to Athens.
Right, okay. Now, your targeted sum for the billboard campaign in New York was $15,000, and last time I checked, which was just a few hours ago, it was 13,000 something, which means you're doing very, very well.
Yes, we hope that maybe with the help of your audience and with more people who like our project, we are going to reach our goal in the next 2-3 days. We put a limit to ourselves that we're going to raise all this money in the next 7 days.
And once you've raised the money and got the campaign out there, how do you measure, what response that has created, like how successful it's actually been as a campaign?
Well, there are many measures. For us, the campaign is already successful, and I'll tell you why. Because basically the billboard and the idea of the advertisement is only a mechanism. Another very important part is creating awareness among Greek people that everyone can do a little bit, a little part, a small project to improve Greece, the economy. So a large part of the project and what we're doing is to inspire Greek people. So this to some extent been achieved because we have received tons of emails of people supporting our project. We have already 3,500 friends on Facebook and many people following us on Twitter because we've collected the money, so that or almost there, and that proves a lot. So all of that is our measures showing the success. Now, how many tourists the campaign will bring, that is a very difficult thing to measure. A single billboard in New York is not going to change dramatically the number of tourists. But I think there's so many more things important about this campaign than just getting more tourists to Greece.
I'm a great believer in supporting this kind of initiative, and I have been doing similar actions, well, not similar actions, but, you know, I've been doing my bit as well as a lover of this country. But what I often think about at the back of my mind, there's this niggling feeling that even if we bring in a lot more tourism, is this country actually prepared to deal with that tourism in the correct manner so that the tourists leave here with great impressions and keep coming back? How can we do something about that?
Yeah, I've heard this one before, and I think we're being too tough on ourselves. It's a matter of fact that there are tourists in millions coming every year to Greece. I've met tons and tons of people I know that visit Greece every year or a couple of times every few years. And most of them, by far, are satisfied. It's true that our service is not the best. It's true that there's 100 things we need to improve, but that does not mean that we should stop promoting and advertising tourism to help our economy. So these two things are not connected. Last year we had 16 million tourists. I'm sure most of them had a fantastic time, and a lot of them are going to come back. So we should not be so tough on ourselves.
Well, let's hope so. I agree with you. It's a great initiative, and we look forward to you raising not only the 15,000, but a lot more for your future campaigns. And now, how can people contact you and get involved? Because I know that you're also, as you said, trying to inspire people to do things of their own, to make their own projects, to keep this ball rolling.
I think the easiest way is if your listeners would go to our website, which is www.upgreektourism.gr. One word, upgreektourism.gr. And there they're going to see our video that talks about the project. They're going to see the link where they can go and make the payment. They can find more information about what's happening and about how the money is being used. And they can find our emails and contact us.
I just want to ask you one little juicy thing. What's been your biggest contribution so far?
With contributions starting at $1, and the biggest one is a gentleman from the U.S., I believe, that contributed $1,000.
Wow, fantastic.
Yes.
Well done for that.
It is. I have no idea who it is.
Wow, even more impressive. Well, thank you very much for speaking with us today, and I wish you the best with your campaign.
Thank you very much for your support, and keep it up, and hopefully things will improve soon.
Good afternoon.
Bye-bye.
That was Yorgos Klivokiotis from the Up Greek Tourism Campaign, and you're listening to Athens for Real.